डियर स्टूडेंट्स, अस्सलाम वालेकुम। आज हम पढ़ेंगे लेक्चर नंबर 2 ऑफ सॉलिड स्टेट। लेक्चर नंबर 1 में हमने पढ़ा था क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ सॉलिड्स इनटू क्रिस्टलाइन सॉलिड एंड अमॉर्फस सॉलिड। फिर हमने क्रिस्टलाइन सॉलिड्स को क्लासिफाई किया था इनटू 4 टाइप्स, दैट इज first is the ionic solid, then metallic solid, then covalent solid, and last one that is the molecular solid. यहाँ पे जो important है for competitive exams, that's the example of covalent solid, वो आप याद रख सकते हैं। आज हम पढ़ेंगे लेक्चर नंबर 2 ऑफ सॉलिड स्टेट, दैट इज सुपरस्लेट्स। जो आपके पास कोई भी क्रिस्टल होता है, इट कंसिस्ट्स ऑफ कंस्टिट्यूएंट पार्टिकल्स इन द 3 डायमेंशंस। जब इन कंस्टिट्यूएंट पार्टिकल्स को हम रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं बाय पॉइंट्स in the 3 dimensions, then it is termed as superslates. Now what is superslates? It is the regular arrangement because it is a crystalline solid. It is the regular arrangement of constituent particles. It is the regular arrangement of constituent particles that shows how it is the regular arrangement of points in that shows how the constituent particles are arranged in a crystal. This is the definition of superslates or lattice. It is a regular arrangement of points that shows how the constituent particles are arranged in a crystal. Now, characteristics of these superslates. Characteristics of superslates. Suppose this is the superslates. Every point on this space, every point in superslates, it is termed as lattice point. Every point in superslates is termed as lattice point. Second point, फॉर एग्जाम्पल ये आपके पास एक सुपरस्लेट्स है और इट्स अ लेट्स। अगर आप इस पॉइंट को लेंगे, इट हैज सेम अरेंजमेंट। अगर आप इस पॉइंट को लेंगे, they have same surroundings. That means each lattice point have same surrounding because there is regular arrangement. Each lattice point जो है, each lattice point has same surroundings. Each lattice point have same surroundings. This is a lattice point. These are the lattice points. They have same surroundings. Now, third point. Now connect these lattice points by straight lines. जब हम इनको straight line से connect करेंगे, we will get the superslates. This will form the superslates. Now third point, when lattice points are connected by straight lines, when lattice points are connected by straight lines, when lattice points are connected by straight lines, we get superslates. And last point, this is the superslates. This is one lattice point, this is second, this is third. That means first point जो है, every point will be termed as lattice point. Second point, जो हर कोई lattice point है, it has same surroundings. Point number third, जब हम इन lattice points को कनेक्ट करते हैं by straight line, we get a superslates. Now last point is, जब हम लेट्स पॉइंट्स को रिप्लेस करेंगे बाय कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट पार्टिकल्स। यहां पे कोई कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट पार्टिकल होगा, व्हेन वी रिप्लेस दीज लेट्स पॉइंट्स बाय constituent particle we get the crystallines. Last point is when lattice points are replaced by when lattice points are replaced by constituent particles that can be atoms, ions or molecules. When they are replaced by constituent particles we get crystallines. Crystallines. Now what is the difference between superslates and crystallines? Superslates में लेट्स पॉइंट्स होते हैं इंस्टेड ऑफ कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट पार्टिकल्स। जब हम इन कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट पार्टिकल्स को रिप्लेस करेंगे, सॉरी लेट्स पॉइंट्स को रिप्लेस करेंगे बाय द कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट पार्टिकल्स, वी विल गेट द crystallines. These are the points about this superslates. Now जो हमारे पास लेटिसेस होंगे, they will be of three types. First is one dimensional lattice, then two dimensional lattice, and finally the three dimensional lattice. That means जो हमारे पास superslates होता है, it is just like a design of any construction or design of a building, where every point it is represented, it has some representation. यहाँ पे जो constituent particles होते हैं they are represented by points. वहां पे आप represent करते हैं, फॉर एग्जाम्पल किसी भी बिल्डिंग का अगर आपके पास डिजाइन होगा, we have वहां पे होता है, फॉर एग्जाम्पल यहाँ पे है डोर, यहाँ पे है विंडो एटसेट्रा, यहाँ पे रिप्लेस करते हैं constituent particles को by lattice point. फिर जब lattice point को आप रिप्लेस करते हैं by constituent particle, you get the crystallines. Now first is one dimensional crystallines. One dimensional types of lattices. Types. First is one dimensional. What is one dimensional lattice? One dimensional. Second is two dimensional. Second is two dimensional. And last one is three dimensional. Now पहले हम पढ़ेंगे one dimensional. One dimensional is simply, it is the array of points. It is the area of points. It is the area of points like this. This is the one dimensional lattice. Second is the two dimensional. जो two dimensional lattice होते हैं, they are specified by two vectors. They are specified by two vectors A and B. They are specified by two vectors A and B and angle between them. And angle between them. जो टू डायमेंशनल lattice होते हैं, they are following types. First is square, that is square lattice. Square lattice. Square lattice को हम ऐसे ही रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं. Now what will be the relationship between two vectors A and B? यहाँ पे जो A है, that is equal to B. That means this is A, this is B. Square lattice के लिए A है equal to B. Second point जो angle है that is equal to 90. This angle will be 90. This will form the, this is overall lattice. This is the square unit cell. This is the square unit cell. जब आप इस यूनिट सेल को रिपीट करते हैं इन दीज डायरेक्शंस, इस डायरेक्शन में और इस डायरेक्शन में आप इसको रिपीट करेंगे, दैट इज यूनिट सेल को आप जब आप रिपीट करेंगे, यू विल गेट द स्क्वायर lattice. That means it is the smallest unit. Which one repeated in these directions, we get the complete lattice. This is the example of unit cell. Second is rectangular. Rectangular. This is a rectangular lattice. In this is A, this is B. A is not equal to B, but जो इसका एंगल होता है that is equal to 90. This is the rectangular unit cell. जब आप इसको repeat करेंगे in these directions, we will get the complete rectangular lattice. Third is hexagonal. Hexagonal is like this. This is hexagonal. Hexagonal को अगर आप देखेंगे it is like this. जो A है A is equal to B, but जो angle होता है that is equal to 90. This is hexagonal. This is a hexagonal unit cell. जब हम इसको repeat करेंगे, we will get the hexagonal lattice. This is third. Fourth one. Now fourth one is like this. Parallelogram. जो parallelogram है, in case of parallelogram, A is equal to B, but जो angle है that is not equal to 90. Angle is not equal to 90. These are the four types of two-dimensional crystal lattices. Now we have the fifth type. Fifth type जो है that is termed as rhombus. Rhombus के लिए जो A है that is equal to B, angle is not equal to 90 and not equal to 60. Thus you can, आप इनको लिख सकते हैं that two dimensional lattice जो होते हैं there are five types. First is the square lattice. You can remember this. A is equal to B और जो angle होगा that will be equal to 90. Second is parallelogram. A is not equal to B, जो angle होगा that will be 90. Third is hexagonal. A is equal to B और जो angle होगा that is equal to 60 degree. Fourth one is parallelogram. A is equal to B, angle is not equal to 90. And last one is rhombus. A is equal to B और जो angle होगा between these two that is not equal to 90 and is not equal to 60. These are the examples, or these are the types of two-dimensional lattices. Now let us start with three-dimensional lattices. Three-dimensional lattices. जो हमारे पास three-dimensional lattices होते हैं, they are specified by three vectors. A, B, C, and angle between them. And angle between them that is alpha, beta, and gamma. Corresponding to these parameters, there are 14 lattices in three dimensions. These lattices are termed as Bravais lattices. That means three dimensional में हमारे पास 14 types of lattices होते हैं. They are termed as Bravais lattices. जैसे two dimensional में unit cell that means the smallest portion which one repeated in two dimensions, we get a complete lattice. Similarly, in case of three dimensions, what is the definition of unit cell? In case of two dimension, unit cell is two dimensional simply, but in case of three dimensions, it will be three dimensional. What is a unit cell? It is the smallest three-dimensional. It is the smallest three-dimensional unit. It is the smallest three-dimensional unit. Which one repeated? It is the smallest three-dimensional unit. Which one repeated? Which one repeated? Over and over again. Which one repeated over and over again in three dimensions? Three dimensions produce a complete lattice. Produce a complete lattice. Complete lattice. You can compare it with a brick. For example, you have to build a wall. You will start with a brick. फिर हम इस brick को repeat करते हैं in different directions. That means bricks they are of same dimensions. इनके पास जो length, breadth और height होती है that is same. angles alpha, beta and gamma that are also same. पहले हम एक ब्रिक रखते हैं, then we are repeating it in 1 dimensions, फिर हम इसी ब्रिक को रिपीट करते हैं 2 dimensions, फाइनली इसको रिपीट करते हैं 3 dimensions to get the overall wall. That means जो ब्रिक है, आप ब्रिक को कंपेयर कर सकते हैं with the unit cell. It is the smallest unit which one repeated in 3 dimensions to produce a complete wall. जो यहाँ पे यूनिट सेल है, it is the smallest 3-dimensional unit which one repeated over and over again in 3 dimensions produce a complete lattice. This is the definition of a unit cell. This is the definition of a unit cell. Now in 3 dimensions जो हमारे पास यूनिट सेल होती है, यूनिट सेल it has 6 parameters. It has 6 parameters. 6 parameters, that is axial lengths, A, B, C, that means length, breadth और height क्या है इस यूनिट सेल का, and axial angles, alpha, beta and gamma. Gamma जो है, it is the angle between A and B. For example, this is side A, this is side B. What is the angle between these two? That will be gamma. जो beta है, it is the angle between, beta is the angle between these two. और जो gamma है, that is the angle between, alpha. This gamma, it is the angle between these two. जो beta है, it is the angle between these two. और जो अल्फा है, it is the angle between these two. It is the angle between these two. This is the angle between these two. This is alpha, beta, and corresponding to these 6 parameters, there are different types of unit cells. Now first classify the unit cells. जो हमारे पास कोई भी unit cell है, it will have constituent particles present at the corners and at some other points. Constituent particles will be present at corners and it can be present at some other points. If the constituent particles are present only at corners, then it is termed as primitive unit cell. And if the constituent particles are present at corners and some other points, then it is termed as non-primitive unit cell. Now the definition or difference between two unit cells. First is the primitive unit cell. जो आपके पास primitive unit cell होता है, इसमें जो constituent particles होते हैं, they are present only at the corners. Constituent particles present only at corners. Non-primitive. जो non-primitive unit cells होते हैं, constituent particles are present at corners and some other points. For example, आपके पास, let us take the example of cube. If the constituent particles are present only at the corners of a cube, then that will be termed as primitive unit cell or primitive cubic unit cell. Now जो constituent particles हैं, if they are present, non-primitive classification, face-centered non-primitive unit cell. Face-centered means जो आपके पास constituent particles होते हैं. Let's take the example of a cube. Cube पे constituent particles होंगे at the corners and at the center of each face. Then it is termed as face-centered unit cell. That means जो constituent particles होंगे, they are present at corners. Constituent particles जो है, they are present at corners and at center of each face. each face. This is the face centered. Now another is body centered. जो हमारे पास बॉडी सेंटर्ड यूनिट सेल्स होते हैं, constituent particles जो है, they are present at corners and within the body of unit cell. Within the body of unit cell. Within the center of body of unit cell. This is the body center. Body center. For example, let's take the example of cube. अगर आपके पास एक cubic unit cell है, if constituent particles are present at corners and one constituent particle is present within the center of your cube, then that will be termed as body centered cubic unit cell. Now this is first is second. C is the end centered. End centered. अगर आपके पास एक cubic unit cell है, if the constituent particles are present at corners and one pair of opposite faces, one pair of opposite faces को आप लिख सकते हैं और alternate faces, because जो opposite faces होते हैं they are alternate to one another. So we can write constituent particles जो होते हैं they are present at corners and alternate faces, और आप लिख सकते हैं one pair of opposite faces. These are the examples of unit cells. Now what is a unit cell? In 3 dimensions, the smallest 3-dimensional unit which one repeated over and over again in 3 dimensions produces a complete lattice. It is termed as a unit cell. Now जो हमारे पास unit cells होते हैं, they are broadly classified into primitive and non-primitive. अगर constituent particles present होंगे only at the corners, then it is primitive. You can consider the cube. If the constituent particles are present only at the corners of cube, then it is simply primitive cubic unit cell. Now जो constituent particles होते हैं, they can be present at cube and some other points. If they are present at the corners of cube and some other points, then they are termed as non-primitive unit cells. Now non-primitive unit cells can be first face centered. If constituent particles are present at corners of the cube and the center of each face, then it is termed as face centered cubic unit cell. Second point, अगर आपके पास एक unit cell है, for example cubic unit cell, constituent particles are present at the corners of the cube and within the body of the cube, within the center of body of cube, then it will be termed as body centered cubic unit cell. Now last one is, अगर आपके पास एक cubic unit cell है, constituent particles are present at corners and one pair of opposite faces. If you see, जो one pair of opposite faces होते हैं, they are also alternate to one another. That means we can write, यहाँ पे जो constituent particles होते हैं, they are present at corners and alternate faces. Alternate faces means one pair of opposite faces. Then it is termed as end-centered unit cell. This is the classification of unit cells. अगला टॉपिक होगा types of unit cells. There are 7 types of unit cells corresponding to the 6 parameters, that is alpha, beta, gamma, A, B and C. वो हम पढ़ेंगे in the lecture number 3.